Well, we'll get on the roller coaster, buckle up, hold on, keep hands, feet, and all objects inside the vehicle for the ride. It's going to be an up and down day is all I got to say. I'll tell you what, this roller coaster, there's nowhere on that sign that says it's got to be a water ride. And it's not raining right now, but I'll tell you, going up them hills in the rain and with a poncho and rain jacket and everything else, you'll sweat like a bucket. It's hard to believe, but I made 1,000 miles. Wow, 1,000 miles back to Springer Mountain. I sure as heck ain't turning back around. I'm here with Pigpen. Say hello.
Hello. I'm here with Stinger.
Let's stop here at the Sam Moore shelter. We stopped here for an early lunch, but going across that roller coaster was dreadful in the rain. There's some slick spots. I know I took a fall. My feet flew out from under me. I about went on down the hill on the roller coaster, but as hard as it's been raining at times, I decided just to stay here. So we've done 6.7 miles, and then we're going to head out early in the morning and go into Harper's Ferry. So I'm done for today. But for what it is worth, the water park was fun before the big rain set in, and then just trying to get dried out a little bit. We're out on trail early this morning. Got up about 5. Hit the trail about 6:30, 6:45. Yesterday was a total washout, so I think we went 7 miles to the Tom something shelter and just basically done a Nero there at the shelter, and a couple other people showed up just cause of the hard rains and stuff. But today we're going to try to do 23 into Harper's Ferry. We'll finish up the roller coaster this morning, or the water slide. I know it was slick going down some of the hills. My feet flew out from underneath of me a couple times, so anyway, it is what it is. But gonna hump it on through here, and just waiting for the sun to come up. Just figured we'd start out early and have fresh feet. But I'll catch you on down the line. I should have explained this in yesterday's video, but it was raining, and I just didn't want to have my phone out a whole lot. But the roller coaster is a series of ups and downs over about 11-12 miles. You just go one uphill, down the other. A lot of elevation gain and loss, but you just go up and down. There's not no views at the top. I think that they might have been a view at the top of the first hill yesterday, I'm thinking, but it was so foggy you couldn't see. But it's just a lot of ups and downs, and then when you get down in the hollers, there's some creek crossings that you got to cross. But that's what they call the roller coaster. And anyway, first view of today. And here's the other side. The horizon, that's some pretty colors. Still on this roller coaster, here's another view on one of the rock outcroppings. Tell you what, there's the house that I want, right there. On the side of the mountain. That'd be it. You ain't nowhere close to nobody. This is one ride I'm tickled to death to be off of. We are at the end of the roller coaster. So Anyway, I think we're gonna roll on here with Pigpen.
Hello.
And we're just hauling it along to get into Harper's Ferry. Here's the David Lesser shelter. Pretty comfortable out here. Deck, sleeping thing. And then the picnic pavilion. If you look down there, it's even got a porch swing. There's a privy, spring. This one's got it all. Thank goodness we've made it to West Virginia. After 500 miles of Virginia, I'm ready for another state. Virginia's been nice. I've liked some of it. I've hated some of it. But it's time to move on. Well, we just went under the bridge, climbing back up. We're here at Harper's Ferry. We got across the Shenandoah River. Of course, Harper's Ferry's where the Shenandoah and the Potomac cross, but we won't cross the Potomac till tomorrow. Crossing the Shenandoah. A lot of traffic. I'm glad they sent us down underneath the bridge instead of trying to make us cross it with all the traffic. Good looking river. You can see the railroad track there, trekking along the river. We're walking up here to the ATC to get our picture taken and everything, and had to climb has a hill climbing up. It's the Blue Blaze Trail up to the ATC thing. That was a hill. But I'm walking across this canvas here. There's a cannon, that historical area here. This is the historical area. Well, I ain't gonna say historical area. We stayed at the Quality Inn last night here in Harper's Ferry after we had got in the town, and pretty neat little area with these houses. And the newer houses, they've tried to build them to where they look like the old houses. This is like historic Harper's Ferry. But anyway, climbing this hill, we ordered pizza into the hotel room. Stayed here with Pigpen last night, and then ordered pizza in, and then this morning going out, this guy was eating breakfast, and he said, "Do you need a ride to Walmart?" So it was like, heck yeah, because I didn't want to really resupply the convenience store. And so went over to Walmart, and so it's 11 o'clock now. Got a resupply, and we're going to go up here and see if we can get back on trail and head on out. But there's some beautiful older houses up through here. They're just on top of each other. But anyway, tight streets, no parking. Old house right there. Here's a old place, and got even a place to park their wagon up there. The Mar Run house, built in 1853. There's an old Lutheran church. Nice little house. This is the Store College or something like that. You walk through on the Blue Blaze on the AT. Hey, y'all, I do want to give a shout out to all the people that's watching my video and tell you thank you and everything. I hope y'all are enjoying it. Shout out to all the the people that I work with that's watching and following along, and just all the subscribers and everything. I was just going to tell y'all thank you, and I hope y'all are enjoying it as much as I am. Having a good time. I hope that everybody's doing good and everything, and we'll see you on the flip side. Here's the cemetery here, or the back side of the cemetery here in Harper's Ferry. Pretty neat. Well, this is neat. You can see another bridge over there crossing the Shenandoah, an old church steeple going around through here. Wow. This is just neat. Jefferson Rock over there. Here's the remains of a building here as we're going out of town. It's the St. John's Episcopal Church. Weathered ruins, built in 1852. It looks like it was used as a hospital and barracks during the Civil War, then had considerable damage, and it was rebuilt afterwards. Abandoned in 1895, and then they rebuilt another one. It's a nice church. There's the railroad bridge going through the tunnel, crossing the Potomac, I think. Yeah, the Potomac, where it comes in, then the Shenandoah comes into it, and I guess both of them's going into the railroad bridge. Here's the front of that church. Wow, that is magnificent. I love the windows in it. Wow. Here's a little cobblestone street. Huh. Well, that's really neat right there. They had a tavern back yonder. Got a park down there. Oh wow, look up through there. That looks like a little bitty neat little old area. There's a lot of history in here. This is just neat. Here's the John Brown Monument. It's commemorated here, the original location of the John Brown Fort. Pretty neat. This city just layered. It's on a hill, but I'd like to come back here and just go through the history part of it now. Take a day and just go through here. I mean, we're just popping pictures and stuff, but man, this is just outside this world. The Armory grounds. Lord have mercy. There's the Potomac right there, and the Armory grounds. I'm not going to walk down there, but I'll be back up here just so I can. I'd love to see the history on this. It's just very interesting place. This is just beautiful. Kind of puts you in the mind of one of them puzzles that you see that you got put together while the houses is on a hill. Possibly an old fire station. I'll go down there and look, and if it's not right, I'll pop a note or a little text thing up. Here's the Potomac River. Hey, how you doing? Some kind of big old nest up there. I don't know if it's an eagle's nest or what, but some kind of nest right there on that thing. Oh, it's an Amtrak train coming through here, passenger. Well, we're crossing on this footbridge. A couple years ago, a train derailed and they had to redo part of this thing, but crossing the footbridge onto the Potomac, and right there is where the Shenandoah comes into the Potomac, so that's neat. There's the Harper's Ferry Tunnel, 1931, and by golly, that train's a speeding up. It means business. Amtrak will get you there on time, I guess. Tell you what, they throw their passengers off in a heartbeat. Now it's going to do Appalachian Trail North, but we're going to follow the C&O Canal towpath. So, anyway, there's that. I guess that's part of the canal right there, that house thing. And there's the tunnel again, 1931, going through a rock wall. And there's the C&O Canal. I also kind of think we might have crossed over into Maryland. This was lift lock 33. I guess that's why you got all your tunnels and everything. I guess this is part of the river lock where they'd get water in for the canal and stuff. Basically, if I'm not mistaken, they'd have like a horse on the path pulling stuff down through here too. Somehow, I ain't sure. I'll look into it one of these days. But well, since we're out of West Virginia, I guess we're in a new state now, Maryland. Here one comes. Let's see what this one is. Oh, that's a 3465 CSX 491 coming through. Freighter. We're still on this C&O Canal thing. Man, that thing's still a-going. It had, I done seen another engine, so that's 3 engines. It's hauling it all along. I'd like to see it go across that bridge that we walked across. Now that would have been totally cool. She's moving along too. I'll tell you what, this is the busy little railroad right here. We're still on this towpath here. Let's see what kind of train we can get here. This is another CSX. It's 3108. It's got a 3065 CSX right here. And this one's probably a couple mile long too, but I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing. But this is kind of neat. I like watching these trains come through down through here. We climbed up off the C&O Canal, and I'm actually going to Crampton Gap Shelter, which is not very, it ain't but 5 miles to it. I'll be there kind of early, but that's about all I'm doing for today. I'll tell you what, the past couple days, they've been pretty good. And I know when the rain had come through the other day, I did not film much. It's hard for me to film and it raining and stuff. But kind of near road in the shelter that day, only done like 7 miles. And then basically went from that shelter, woke up early in the morning, got into Harper's Ferry, and got there at 4:45 to the Appalachian Conservancy right before they closed, so I'd get my picture made. So I was number 93 at Harper's Ferry. I started out number 143 at Springer, and then number 93 northbound from Harper's Ferry. So then we stayed at the Quality Inn, had some pizza delivered, and done some laundry. I didn't have no dry clothes out. That rained. It was awful. The just the way the wind was blowing in and stuff, and so I was just soaking wet. So I was ready for some dry clothes, but got that done. And then I love the town of Harper's Ferry. I'm gonna go back there and just see I know there's a lot of history in the town, so I'm gonna go back and do all that. But it was exciting seeing the trains, and you know, I that kind of stuff, just I really like it. But then leaving town and heading on, so over the next couple days be saying a couple different things as we work our way from Maryland to Pennsylvania and then, you know, just moving along. But anyway, I want to thank everybody again for watching my channel and all the comments that everybody's put out, and you know, the check-ins and all that. You know, it just keeps a person keeps on trucking. Gath's empty tomb, but it's never been used. The Gath was buried penniless in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania cemetery instead of his own tomb as he had desired. So it had never been used. We're in the Gath State Park here. An old settlement here. Just some old remains and stuff. A battle happened here at Crampton Gap, and anyway, this writer who went by the surname of Gaft bought the place, and he was a war correspondent for the Civil War. Anyway, he built a war correspondence memorial right down there, which you can see on the side, that big arch. He built that for the photographers and the war correspondents. And then there's 2 museums here on the property, and of course his empty tomb. It's kind of a sad story. After his wife died, he went into a spiral. It's like his lifestyle, kind of his work getting paid for his lifestyle and stuff. You can probably Wikipedia it, or it's a state park here. There's several of them, but it's a gorgeous little area right here. The War Correspondence Memorial. Ruins of one of the buildings here. Home sweet home for the night. We'll talk at you later. Good night.